Heyo! Welcome back to Persona 4 Golden on a PlayStation 5. You know, I have like a lot of games, and for some reason, out of all the games I have, I'm playing Persona 4. And nobody can stop me. Alright? If you even thought about it, if you think, oh man, this guy shouldn't be playing Persona 4, I think you're wrong, and I have nothing to say to you. Good day. Good day is all I have to say, you know? Anyway. So I think to start it off, there's me, there's my character. Lovely character name, very appropriate, you know, for people of all ages. I think we can all get behind this character. I don't know, am I a minute in? Not quite, but that's right, I can crack open a nice little cheer wine for myself. And drink the fuck out of it. Alright. Anyway, fuck shit. Loading it on up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, baby. Sorry, the music's so great. Alright, anyway, I'm sorta sick. Not because I feel unwell. I do feel unwell, but that's unrelated. I'm just not a healthy person that makes good decisions in my life. But I'll tell you what I am. I am just a real silly guy. Just a funny man. So stick around if you're into that sort of thing, you know. I know a lot of people don't like funny men, you know. like that's who's really having the hardest time right now in the world is funny men. Odd, strange, weird men that, you know, just want people to laugh. Want people to have a good time and want to go, "Hey, you're funny, Mr. Man, Mr. Guy on the internet. You do funny things and I enjoy what you do. Continue being funny, my funny man." And I would say thank you. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. And you might be thinking, hey, if you're not feeling well, is maybe the best thing in the world for you to drink a soda, a sody pop, even if it is the best soda in the entire world, you know? And I would say, fuck you. Don't tell me what to do with my time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Alright, I'll stop doing this at some point, but yeah, hold on. Whew. Whew. Alright, what's up with you, old man? Oh, you've been trolling too? Good for you! Until the killer's brought to justice, no one in Inaba can sleep soundly. I want to solve this incident and bring back the peaceful Inaba my wife loves! Oh, hey, that's great, man. Awesome. totally normal voice you got too. That was like a really normal, regular voice, and I'm proud of you for that voice. You know, you got a real set of pipes on you, old man. If you don't mind me saying. Anyway, what's up? Hey, it's you. Great. Let's do new parties at night. So exhausted from work. I had to talk to that old lady again. I'm hungry. Ugh. Maybe. Alright, hold on. Also, before I go for too long, alright, yeah, I've been going for 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes and 55 seconds. I want to make sure I sound alright, because I might be a little on the loud side, and I sincerely apologize if that's the case, and it's been miserable listening to me. Much more miserable than it is typically listening to me. But, you just gotta give me a minute, alright? I'm grabbing a thing. Alright. I suppose I don't have to grab my earbud, but I like to grab it, you know? And now I'm back in the chair, so I can talk normally. Well, as normal as a man like me can talk. Alright. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyway, I think I'm a little on the loud side. So, just gonna move that down 2 notches. And yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Let's see here now, how I said. Don't close out the fucking thing, you fucking idiot. You gotta fucking listen to yourself talk. God damn it, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stupid, moronic, dumb shit fucking asshole. How fucking dare you? How dare you? Alright, yeah. I don't know. I feel like two notches was a little too extreme. I'm gonna bump it up 1 more, so it's only 1 down from when I began the fucking live stream. Alright, yeah, I think this is good. This feels right. Anyway, yeah, come on over to my house, Adachi. You seem trustworthy and normal. Huh? What? Oh, I guess we talked about that the other day. Yeah, why not? I hear you're quite the cook.
Big Bro.
The potatoes are still hard. Today we're having stew. Stew? Oh, you mean stew? Yeah, stew. Stew. Hey, you did it. Do you like stew, Adachi-san? Yeah, kinda. Kinda? I mean, yeah, I do like it. It's been a while since I had some. So, do you cook like this all the time? I bet Dojima-san tells you all the time what a great help you are. Ooh. Listen, if I know Adachi, if I know this sick son of a bitch, he's gonna like me more if I say nope. I knew it. He's probably just embarrassed. Adachi smiles. So, I heard you were moving in the spring. I bet Dojima-san is going to cry. Aw. Sorry. That's still a long way away. Yeah. Hey, Nanako, have you ever seen this trick? Adachi produced a 500 yen coin. Now watch closely. Adachi clutches it. You watching? The 500 yen coin disappeared. What? How? Why? Again? Do it again. Nah, this time I'll show you an even better one. Look in your big bro's pocket. How the fuck did you do that? Wow, you're the best, Adachi-san. I bet that was a surprise, or you like magic? Holy shit! Also, I just checked my subscribers. I got 650. Fuck. Okay. I don't think anyone's watching this, so I don't have to worry about it. But I'm gonna re-download Hades and do a 650 subscriber special. I didn't know. I wish I had known, because like I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little. Oh, you know, I'm just sort of sick. Yeah, that's a good euphemism. You know, definitely haven't drank anything poisonous. I.e. something you could only buy if you're 21 in the United States. And it's kind of like a big cultural artifact. And like it's really everywhere, you know? I don't think there's a place you can go in the world where this juice that makes you slur your words and not talk so good or think so good, but be happy, angry, or sad. Yeah, that. I've had a little bit of that, and maybe I didn't just have a little bit of that. I had some of it with cheerwine, and then also some ice cream. So it was like a spiky. It's spiked is the term. You know what? You're picking up what I'm putting down, and if you're not, then I don't know. Stay innocent. But yeah. Anyway, I want to cheat. I want to cheat because I just want to. For one thing, I do want Adachi to like me, but on the other hand, I also want to like speed run it, so that way I'm not like, you know, having to spend more time with this fella than I have to, you know. But I'm not going to do that for all the characters. Just for people I really care about, like Adachi, who is totally cool and would never do anything bad. Alright, let's see. Also, what was I right? I was right. I was right on the first one. But yeah, that was a surprise. Okay. I'm pretty good with my hands, so it comes easy to me. Dachi seems relieved that Nanako is smiling again. No, maybe I should have been a magician. Then I wouldn't be in such a... well, I guess there's no job like a government job. It's not like I make a living working with my hands. Adachi shrugged. You feel like you know Adachi a bit more. God, I do like Adachi. Like, Adachi is kind of relatable, but like in a sort of like I can empathize with his like more selfish tendencies, but like I don't know, the thing about being a human being is you got to get over those things, you know? Like, just because you want something and you want things to be better doesn't necessarily mean they should be, but that also doesn't mean that they can't be. You have to make the most of everything, and you have to do what you can with the limited time you have in this life. And like, I don't know, me, I want to make art. I want to do things that people will genuinely appreciate and enjoy, you know? And like, yeah, you know, I also sometimes want to get a little bit of past tense of drink, if you know what I'm saying. If you are indeed picking up what I am putting down on the ground, as I am also falling to the ground and throwing up. That's smelling pretty good. I think the shoe's about ready. It's stew. She is shoe? Shoe. Wrong. No, I said it right. Aw. Like, I like Adachi. I feel bad that he's the bad guy. Oh, Kanji!
Hi there.
Troy Baker, hello!
Where'd the manners come from?
Shut the fuck up, Chie.
Well,
He's become my favorite person of the
guys
crew.
were my
You were my
senpai.
favorite, but now it's him for sure. He's voiced by Troy Baker.
Thanks a bunch. Though I
Oh.
don't really remember what happened.
No need to thank me, Troy Baker.
There's some things we'd like you to tell us about. First off, who was that boy you met with?
I really don't know much about him. I mean, I've only met him twice.
Yeah, but you walked home from school with him. What did you guys talk about?
Well, he just asked stuff like if anything different happened lately. I don't know where my head was at. When I came to my senses, I blurted out that I wanted to see him again.
Aww.
To a guy.
Jay, you are very obviously in love with your
I don't really
fucking
get it myself.
same-sex friend.
Girls are so loud and obnoxious, so...
Actually, to be fair,
really
it makes
like
sense that
doing
she
it.
would be like,
Just
to
for
a
a little
guy?
more
You
laid
like
back.
guys? That's
So,
weird. Who likes
I started
guys?
thinking,
It's normal to like women,
what if
right? For
I'm the
everyone,
type who
right?
never gets interested in girls. And I couldn't accept that, so I kept spinning around and around in my head.
Well, I can understand the part about feeling more relaxed around dudes.
Very straight thing to say, Yosuke. Very straight of you. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure they were gonna have a Yosuke romance thing, but they cut it out. They cut it out because Japan, oh man. I gotta say, because I'm a big fan of manga, and actually recently I went back and caught up with Kowloon Generic Romance. Kowloon spelled Kowloon, based on the walled city in China. But yeah, no, I recently went back and read that series, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. But there are in manga and anime and I'm sure other forms of media, just like regular film, there are a lot of queer characters in Japan. And surprised, I don't know, it is in a way it kind of makes sense, because it's one of the few ways that people can feel comfortable expressing different identities and different ideas about themselves, and not necessarily about themselves, but what they see in others, and I don't know, again. I don't know, I think it's both really cool and kind of sad, considering how some of the country is in other realms of that. And that's also not to completely condemn the whole country, there are queer people everywhere, and despite whether or not they may or may not be accepted by people or society at large, they still exist, and they deserve to live just as much as anyone else, sometimes more so, because I mean, come on, all right? But yeah. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, I just got a thing from my Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream that I did a couple days ago. Sorry, I'm really struggling to talk. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, come on, internet. Jesus fucking Christ. Every goddamn time I want to check something out, it's oh, sorry, we forgot how the internet works, Yeah, what segment is this in? 22 minutes. Sorry, I'm just curious now what the yeah, it's got to be at the party, right? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes I get it, hey, I understand why, you know, this is getting flagged, but like other times I'm like, fuck you, man. Why is this old ass song getting my fucking YouTube video, which is like a bad live stream? Like, it's not even a good live stream. Why the fuck are you flagging this? Nobody's going to click on my live stream and be like, oh, I'm going to listen to this classical song in this live stream 22 minutes into it of an hour and 20-minute live stream instead of listening to this classic song that I want to listen to. No, nobody in the fucking world is going to do that. So why the fuck am I getting copyright claim for it? Alright? Fuck copyright. Fucking hate that shit. Alright? Fun fact. Fun little factoid about me. Alright? I don't make any money on YouTube, so it's not really that big of a deal. But, like, if I ever do at any point, like, I'm sure as shit not gonna make any money off my fucking Persona videos. Because, like, every one of them is fucking flagged. Every one of them is like, oh, sorry, this can't be monetized. And, like, it's the mean one, too. Because, like, some games I play, it's like, oh, hey, revenue sharing will be turned on if this video is ever monetized. But because it's not monetized, there's no revenue to share. And, like, that, I'm like, hey, that's cool. I'm down for that. That's fine. But then, like, to just be like, no, mine. All my money. If you make any money off this, it's mine because I had the song that's in the game, you know? And it's like, again, I get it. But also, fuck you, you know? Fuck you. I'm an American. Fuck you. Fuck copyright. Fuck a majority of laws. Which one? I'm not gonna say wink wink, but I'm not advocating for the breaking of laws, of course. I advocate for the changing of laws and creating a more just, equal society that takes care of people. But, hey, I guess that's a criminal act nowadays. How dare you? How dare you support people? You're supposed to exploit them and take advantage of them and hate them because they're different than you, alright? They're different and that makes them inherently bad. But no, it does not. People are different and that is a completely fine thing, you know? You should love people because they're good and wholesome and, you know, flawed. And people have bad things about them and people have good things about them. You should try to find the good and encourage and help others when and however you can. But yeah. Anyway. How are you feeling, Kanji?
I'm fine now. I mean, it was all in my head when you get down to it. I was the one shutting out that stuff.
Aw.
So, our family's run a textile shop for generations. Oh yeah, you already knew that. My parents are kind of weird. They say stuff like, dyes are one with the universe, and cloth is alive. And that's the kind of house I grew up in. So I've been interested in sewing and stuff since I was a kid. The second I say stuff like that, people look at me funny. Girls make fun of me, the people in the neighborhood treat me like I'm some zoo animal. So I was sick of everything. And when I got to my senses, I was running wild. Shit, what is with me today? I'm going on and on about myself. Forget all that. Man, I must look really lame right now.
Aw. You're really cool, actually.
I doubt it.
Aw, he's just like me.
I've never talked about any of this stuff before. Guess I never had anyone to tell it to. I guess I wasn't really afraid of girls. I was just scared of people in general. But all that's behind me.
Wow, I'm surprised. You're a good kid.
Don't call me a good kid.
No need to get embarrassed. You're a big guy. You can take it. Hey, is there anything you remember after you ran into us the second time? You know, after you chased us away and
Yosuke, the straightest best friend a guy could have.
I went home. I was gonna sleep it off in my room. Wait, I think someone came...
To your house? Who was it?
Well, it was just a feeling I had. I mean, I don't know if anyone actually came. Other than that, I remember some weird, dark entrance thing. And when I woke up, I was laid out on the floor of that sauna place.
Dark entrance. Could it have been a TV?
Huh? Well, now that you mention it, maybe so. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. I was just wondering.
What do you mean no reason, Yukiko?
Did the police ask you anything?
Well, my mom had called the cops to look for me, so they questioned me for a while. I told them exactly what I just told you. And they looked at me like I was crazy. So, like, are you guys playing detective or something?
No.
Well, something like that.
Anything I can do to help? If there's some bastard out there who put me through this, I ain't gonna rest until I make him pay.
Seriously? Awesome. You'd make a great addition to our team. What do you say, leader?
Aww. Also, why the fuck did the music cut out? Also, by the way, I do want to say, because I think this is like an interesting, well, I don't know if it's interesting per se, but it's definitely a topic that gets brought up a lot where, you know, when you speculate about like what a character internally feels, or even like a person, what they feel and who they are, like sometimes people can get defensive of that and defensive of their interpretation of a character. So like, you know, when I say that, like, you know, Yosuke is gay, Kanji's gay, Chie is gay, Yukiko is gay. Like, they're all gay, and it's like half a joke, but I think they're also all straight. So I think in reality they're probably all bi, or, you know, maybe a little bit more one way, maybe a little bit more the other way. I don't know. All right. Listen, I'm just saying, our main character is pretty. It's pretty androgynous. You know, he is a guy, but you know, I think also, you know, if you're like, oh man, I like women, you probably wouldn't be like again, I don't know. Attraction's not like some simple thing. Is like, I only like one gender, and I will only date these kinds of people. Like me personally, I don't date anyone, but that also doesn't make me not straight, you know? And but yeah, so you know, again, with all my light playful teasing of all the characters and my either very funny jokes or very serious points that I'm making and I will defend with my life. Uh You know, I don't want to step on your toes. Your interpretation is just as valid as my own, you know? Again, like somebody who is much more open to discussing something like that is interesting rather than people just shutting you down. But yeah, of course he can.
Thank you, sir. I'll put my life on the line for you guys. I'll do my best.
Ah, I love Troy Baker so much. This actually makes me really want to play Saints Row the Third again. Yeah, baby. Rank 4.
Well, if we're gonna welcome aboard a new member.
Should we take him to our special headquarters?
We're still calling it that?
What's that?
Come on, let's go. Man, you eat a lot. Were you listening to what we were saying?
Huh? Well, sure, I was listening.
Close your mouth.
So, what, so someone's killing people with the TV? What is he, beating them to death?
No, beaten with a TV. Were you listening at all?
Oh, man.
Oh, don't worry. He'll understand once he sees the place with his own eyes. But the way it happened was just the same as with Yukiko. The killer kidnapped him first, then threw him into the TV.
Yeah, it's scary.
That
Aw.
show's been pretty crazy lately, huh?
Yeah, I keep wondering who'll show up next.
I knew before it came on that he'd be the next one to appear. What's that dude's name? That first year who used to be in a biker gang?
Who the hell do you think was next? His name is Kanji Tatsumi, and he wasn't in a biker gang. He's the one who beat the shit out of those leathered up pansies. So who are you dipshits? Boring.
I can't stand it. Sure, they have no idea it's related to the murders, but still, how can they talk about their schoolmate like that?
They're like onlookers at a car crash. As long as it's not happening to them, they're dying to see. Damn, this sucks. We don't even know who's gonna be targeted anymore.
This case disproved our assumption that all the victims are female.
What was the other thing we thought they had in common?
People involved in the initial case about Miss Yamano are the targets. How about that?
I mean, I think that's correct. But yeah, anyway. Wow, I've been going for half an hour. But yeah, no, I don't know, I'll be honest, kind of getting back to my previous discussion that I was having with myself, when the music was cut out. See, I like having the music. The music gives me a little background, a little bit of ambiance, you know? But, you know, I was watching a video specifically, by this person who, you know, again, I'm not gonna call them out or anything. Again, I think they're pretty great. Like, it was somebody on TikTok, and I like some of their videos. And then, like other times, it's just not my thing, you know. And I don't know. It was kind of funny because, like, I don't know. I think I agreed mostly with what they were saying, but like, I don't know. I did have some issues with the way they were saying it, and like also with one particular bit at the end, because I don't know. I'm not gonna get too specific with it, but basically they were kind of talking about speculating about somebody's sexuality, and now this was a real person who is dead, you know, and like you know, like whatever this person was on the inside, like a lot of people have an attachment to who they thought this person was, and to hear that like this person wasn't exactly who they like wasn't exactly who people thought they were in their head, causes them to like lash out and to be angry that somebody says, "Oh, hey, I think this person was gay," you know, and they're talking about a man, and like and again, it was never confirmed either way that they were gay or not, or perhaps bisexual or whatever, and like again, I think it's a perfectly, I mean, you know, it's a fine thing to speculate about, and certainly an okay thing to talk about, and like that. But then like the part I didn't like or enjoy really was at the very end when they said like oh, the reason why people get so upset about it is because I'm talking about them, you know, is because they're actually the one who is gay and they don't want to accept themselves. And I was like, you know, because like sometimes that is the case. Sometimes the most the most homophobic person you know is actually gay. Sometimes the most transphobic person you know is gay. Sometimes people, you know, believed shitty things back before they accepted themselves or accepted others for who they are, and you know, realized that it's not that big of a deal, that you know, it's actually fine, even good and beautiful to be yourself and accept yourself for who you are. And you know, like again, I think that's a good thing, but also like not everyone who's a bigot is secretly the thing they hate, you know? Take for example like race. If you're hating someone based on that, you know, you can't just be like, "Oh, I know what you are. You're secretly the group of people you hate." Like, no, some people are just awful and bigoted and should, you know, change their beliefs around. And it's not a matter of them accepting themselves. It's a matter of them accepting others. And at the very least, not, if you're not going to accept other people, then you shouldn't go out of your way to harm them and harass them and be mean towards them, you know? And like, again, it can be like a funny thing to be like, to be like the most gay thing you can do is be homophobic, you know, and like, you know, that can be kind of funny because, you know, it's a twist. It's taking like literally the opposite of what someone purports to be and saying, no, you're actually or like taking what somebody claims to be and then saying, no, you're actually the opposite of that, you know, and that's why you care so much about it. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone who thinks so much about men's sexuality is really the straightest guy in the room. And like, again, you know, I think that is true for some people. And you know, again, I think as long as people, you know, do the work to change themselves and make themselves better, I think, you know, that's a good thing. That's a great thing, even. But to say that that's everybody is wrong, because it's not everybody, you know? It's like I don't know, it's very much the discussion of like, oh, well, everybody's a little gay, you know, we're all a little gay, and it's like, I don't think so. I think I would have to disagree with that, because again, you can't know other people. Like, some people are asexual and aromantic, and like, you know, I don't think it's a good thing to say to them, you know, oh, well, you're a little gay, you're a little bit of this. And I mean, you know, maybe they are, and that's a part of themselves, but you know, they don't have to say that. And you know, just because you project something onto other people does not make it any more or less real. Just like if you speculate about what somebody's sexuality is or what their identity is, doesn't make it any more or less true, you know. Like, say you can speculate about the political beliefs of somebody who is long dead and past, and like, you know, you can point to certain things in their life, like, say, I don't know, I don't want to use a real example, but let's say the fictional person of Jimmy Bumblebro. Jimmy Bumblebro had a lot of songs like preaching equality and talking about like the good of humanity and how everyone deserves a chance and everybody should be able to go through their life, go through the many stages of evolving as a person. And they sang about stuff like that. And now from this you might argue, Jimmy Bumbleboy is a communist, you know, or at the very least a socialist, or, you know, a progressive person. But then if you look at what Jimmy Bumbleboy did in his life, and he owned a mansion, he started several businesses that exploited people and did like awful, horrible things and was a terrible boss and could care less for people, I would say that, you know, points to him being more of a capitalist. But like, what's the truth? What did Jimmy Bumbleboy believe in his mind? What did he believe himself to be? We will never know. And again, I think it's a fine thing to speculate on, but like, you know, again, you can never really know people on the inside like that. And while it is interesting to speculate, you know, again, you know, I go back and forth on like being a utilitarian, because like, you know, if you do good for like an evil reason, you're still doing good. Like, I'm not gonna knock you for like doing good. Like, say, take Mr. Beast for example. Like, the guy does do good things. He does do charity work, but also he benefits himself in the process. And, you know, while he does uplift other people around him, you know, he doesn't do that for everybody, and he can't do that for everybody realistically. But, you know, like, maybe instead of spending so much of his money making game shows and doing, like, you know, YouTube videos, he could spend more of his money on actually helping people. And now you might go, well, Mr. Beast, Jimmy, oh yeah, I just realized his name is also Jimmy. I didn't do that on purpose. But no, Beast Boy, Beast Boy, the Teen Titan character, but no, like Mr. Beast makes his money from making those YouTube videos. So you might say, well, if you want him to just donate all his money, he wouldn't have any money if he didn't make any YouTube videos. And it's like, yeah, there is an interesting conversation to be had there. And it's kind of like arguing for people's souls. And like, you can't know people's souls because people's souls aren't real, at least in my belief, Oh, what you are is you are body, you are brain matter, you're the little pink slab of meat that's piloting and controlling the rest of your body. Sometimes you can argue you're not even that, because like, there's plenty of shit my brain does that I'm not in control of. Like just last night, I had a dream where I was like back in high school, and like I was like having this weird dream where like everybody was like antagonistic towards me, and I was trying to navigate throughout the school. All the while, there's like some weird fourth dimensional entity going around the school fucking shit up. And like, I'm simultaneously trying to just like maybe stop that or investigate it, but also just trying to navigate through school and like encountering problems with people in my dream. As like I didn't come up with that, like, I mean, I did, but I didn't consciously do that. So is my unconscious self still me? I don't know. It's an interesting question, because like, I would say it's definitely a part of me, but it's not all me. Like, if you took all the weird dreams I've had where like something fucked up is happening, because like I've had nightmares, it's been a while since I've had a nightmare, and even like dreams with nightmarish elements to me don't scare me as much as they did. They might scare me in the dream, but when I wake up, I go, oh, that was a dream, that wasn't real. Like, I've had dreams about like fighting with people in my life, either friends or family, and I wake up and I'm like, oh no, I completely fucked up my relationship with these people I love and I care about. Oh god, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then I realize, oh wait, that didn't happen. I just had a dream about that, but it's like, does that make it real? Like, did I do a bad thing? And again, like, like this is like a sort of classic problem where if you have a partner and they have a dream where you do something bad to them, they're mad at you in real life. And it's like, but I didn't do anything. But the version of you I have in my dream did something bad to me. And it's like, again, you can't, like, you can't blame them for that. I mean, you can certainly say, hey, that was something you dreamt up and wasn't real, so I should not be held responsible for what, something I would argue you shouldn't even be held responsible for, Again, it's very it's a very interesting question. And again, always asking questions and exploring possibilities is something I am always for, I'm definitely always going to be on the side of like, questioning things and investigating things and, considering different possibilities and other people's perspectives, because that's how humanity works. That's how we gain knowledge. That's how we understand the world around us and the people that we live alongside with. And if you never ask those questions, like, that can also be fine. If you're just not a curious person, like, I think you're fine as a person, that doesn't make you more or less bad, or, it doesn't make you good versus evil. That's not something that kind of factors into it. Hello. Nobody's supposed to tune into this, alright? This is just supposed to be me kind of talking and rambling about nothing. But yeah, anyway, coincidentally, I was just getting to the end of my point, but yeah, again, I think asking questions is good, but, coming out with a definitive thing of like, this is true and nobody can question me on this, I think is wrong. But also to, say to someone like, oh, hey, you're wrong about this thing that you thought about, you're completely wrong about that, is also wrong. Again, there's always the possibility for debate. No, I do not. But yeah, anyway, enough about my philosophical ramblings about nothing really. I think it is correct, and I'm also going to be gone for a little bit. So, yeah.
Well, both Yukiko and Kanji-kun were involved in some way or another.
But that announcer was dealing with their mothers, not them.
You guys saying you don't have any clues? Well, listen up, because I got something big.
What's that?
Okay, when I made my comeback at school today, there was an annoying brat hanging around. Turns out, he was snooping around about Senpai's and my disappearance. So I took this from him. I don't know what the hell this all is, though.
And you took it anyway?
Well, that's just my luck. Every time I have to leave to go do human things, because I am a human, it's like never enough time. It's never enough time for me to just do my human thing and come back. Like occasionally, when I leave and then I come back at just a perfect time, that's the best. That's the best feeling. But like that almost never happens. So I mean, on one hand, makes that feeling all the more better. But then most of the time, it's just awful. Anyway, list of TV programs, I think.
What are these dates? April 11th?
Oh, they found the first body on the day school started, so that would have been the 12th. The 11th is the day before that.
I know I can't forget the day Saki-senpai's body was found. That was the 15th. So then what are these dates? And what does list of TV programs mean? What's Saki Konishi April 13th?
I take it the day she was on TV.
I see. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too. They were interviewing her because she found the first body.
Then this part. Mayumi Yamano, April 11th. Is that the day she appeared on TV, too?
Oh, she was on. I remember now. That was when the affair hit the news.
Hey, wait a sec. Yukiko, didn't you get interviewed too? When did that interview air?
I think it was when I was absent from school. It was the day after I met you at the embankment. I had my kimono on. Do you remember?
No, not really. I don't remember things. No, I remember.
I went shopping that day, so... April 15th. And right after that, I was kidnapped.
Kanji, what about the television special you were on?
Oh yeah, that thing. Damn show made my mom go apeshit on me and...
The date! Just tell us the date!
Shut
I
up,
don't remember the
Yosuke.
exact date,
Let
but
Kanji
it
talk
wasn't
as
too
much
long
as he
before I met
likes.
you guys.
It's true then. Everyone was on TV before they disappeared.
So you think the killer's targeting people he sees on TV?
I was so caught up with the news reports about the incidents that I didn't notice at all.
It can't be a coincidence.
Now that I think about it, when the killer failed with Yukiko, they moved to Kanji instead of trying again. Maybe this being on TV thing is some stupid rule that the killer's following.
That's right. The killer could have targeted the same victim again.
I think there's a definite connection here between the kidnappings and the TV broadcasts. The victims weren't just involved with the first case, they were also shown on the mass media.
That must be it.
But if so, what's the motive? Why kill someone just because they were on TV? Damn it. Now that I think about it, we haven't gotten anywhere. Why can't I be smarter?
Dude, why beat yourself up? I think you guys are awesome. I mean, you guys noticed what was happening to me and even risked your lives to stop it. That's more than enough.
You rescued me, too. We may not have solved the mystery, but we've saved 2 people already.
That's true, but...
What's more, everyone's deduction that Kanji-kun might be next was right on the nose.
I know! We were so close!
Huh? You knew before it happened? Damn. I wish you guys come a little earlier then.
Well, if we know this much,
Oh,
I
man.
think we can outsmart
We
the
did come
killer
earlier
next
too,
time.
Kanji, but
Then
you
it's a
scared us
countdown
all
to
away.
their arrest.
Because we're a bunch of cowards.
Don't forget, it's always possible that Kanji-kun was the last target.
Or so we hope.
Also,
We've thwarted them twice already. Here's hoping
I
the
don't know
killers
if
learn their
I
lesson
necessarily
by
live stream
Anyways,
just so I can
now. Let's
talk
keep
to
checking the Midnight
myself.
Channel like usual when it rains.
I mean, I'm always thinking in
That
my
reminds
head,
me. The
but
school
I'll
campout's next
usually
week. I hope it
share
doesn't rain.
what's in my head. I don't know.
It's for
I
both
don't.
the first
I
year
do
and second
live
year
stream to
students, so
talk to
we'll see you there,
myself
Kanji-kun.
somewhat, but I really live
Seriously?
stream so that way
School, huh?
my thoughts can be
Right.
saved.
Yo,
You know?
mind if I order another grilled steak?
Because like that's
I'm
one
gonna
thing I
finish
think
this
about a
one up while
lot
the
is
next
that
one's on the grill.
you know, like
We're,
I want to
going
save
Dutch on the
everything.
meal,
There
right?
is like a part of me that wants to
Well,
like
let's get going.
archive
I think our new
archive
teammate
everything,
needs
you
to
know?
meet Mr.
Like
Big.
I feel bad sometimes looking back at my
Huh?
life where I'm like, oh, I should have
What's
taken
up?
more pictures or
Fine,
I
whatever.
should have made more
Go for
memories and
something
saved
cheap
more
like
things.
ramen.
But then
Wait,
uh,
should I get a takoyaki?
I didn't.
set?
And like live streaming
Man,
is
I
a way
can't
to just
decide.
like automatically save
None of it.
everything. Although I mean,
What?
it could always be deleted, which is sad. Anyway, we're going in the TV. And I feel a bit bad talking over all the characters. Because
Oh,
again,
yeah.
I think this game's great.
Now that you mention it, I kind of remember this thing. Didn't think it was a bear, though.
Because
Hey, why is it a bear?
it's
I don't know.
fucking stupid.
Me neither. I've been wondering too.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Mind if I
exactly.
pet you?
No touching allowed, mister.
Hey, don't give me any lip, bear.
Yeah, you tell him, Kanji.
By the way, I've been wondering. You were
But yeah, no,
kidnapped
like,
too, right,
I
Yukiko
kind of
senpai?
wish I live streamed earlier in my life because, like,
Yeah, it
there are like
wasn't
some
long
games
before
I've
you.
played where, like, I've
So,
played
like,
this game before
that
so
means
many
you came out
times,
to
so,
everyone too?
like, you know, you're not getting my
That's,
first reactions here.
What was it like
And,
for
like,
senpai?
sometimes that's good for live streaming, sometimes it can be bad.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
Don't you hit my boy.
I'll be more gentle next time.
More gentle?
What a pair of dimwits.
Oh yeah, here's a present from me.
They're not
Kanji.
dimwits,
It's
they're
to
silly
celebrate
billies.
you joining the team.
Alright.
Oh, so these are the glasses you guys told me about.
Hurry and put them on.
Huh? Sure, but hang on, aren't these different from everyone else's?
It looks perfect on you.
But yeah, it is cool when you live stream a game for the first time and you can save your initial reactions to it. Like I don't know, I kind of did that with
Yeah,
Spider-Man
dude, it
2.
looks
But I
great
feel a
on you.
bit bad because when
I had a
playing
normal
like the
pair ready
newest
for you, but
Spider-Man
Yuki-chan
2
insisted
game,
on this one. She
like
wouldn't
I
budge.
just played it all the way through, and at some point I got really tired, and I did not have the capacity to talk anymore.
Give me that!
Because, like, I don't know, I've, like, tried to live stream before, and then for whatever reason, the live stream didn't actually
You took
start.
my spare
So I've, like,
pair.
played game,
must
or
really
I've,
like
like, done
those.
live streams that weren't actually live streamed and weren't saved. And it's just like, oh, man, I spent all this time talking out loud to myself for no
This
reason,
is the real
you know?
one.
Because I
Wasn't
do
easy
that
getting
whenever.
it to you.
Like, I could have
Why
said
the hell did
nothing,
you
and
bother
it would have
making
made
it
no
spare if
difference.
It's more useless crap. Damn it! I'll get you guys for this someday.
Oh man, I gotta say, with Kanji's glasses, you can tell, but I was kind of forgetting why the rainbow thing was there on the on the leg of the glasses. And it's
You're
supposed to be like I don't know what that's called, but like the TV thing where it has all the different colors like red, white, black, blue, green. Hey, it's Dojima. Alright, it's looking like a hangout with Dojima kind of day.
Ah.
No, my music. Bring back the music. There we go.
Oh, the instant
Maybe
noodles
don't have the
really
slurping.
hit the
You know?
spot.
Music, great. Slurping?
The rainy season's just about here.
Here, I have a
Isn't it
drink.
a
I
little
can
early?
slurp. That would be great for
Once
the
it
stream.
starts, it'll be raining every night. We'll have to keep a constant eye on the midnight channel.
Crap, I didn't even think of that.
Alright.
Well, so it goes.
I'm not gonna do that again.
I thought you were worried about the rain because of the school campout.
Why are you so excited about that?
That's right, it's the first time for you two.
You realize the only purpose of the school campout is to develop a love for one's hometown and young people, right?
That seems cool.
Yeah, they tell us that up front. So?
Well, you see, the way we supposedly develop that love is by picking up trash off the mountain.
Picking up trash? Develop a love my ass. That's slave labor.
Okay,
Well,
Yosuke,
tonight's kinda
you chill
fun.
the fuck
We
out.
cook our own meals with mess kits and sleep in tents.
Alright.
The four of us are in the same group.
Well, hey,
Same
thanks for
group,
tuning
huh?
in.
Does that mean we sleep together at night too?
Fuck
You
off,
wish.
Yosuke.
Guys and girls sleep in different tents.
Besides, I'm
I'm
sure he's
warning
more
you.
excited to be
If
sleeping
you
with
leave
me
your tent
than
tonight,
with
you'll
either
be
of you.
expelled on the spot.
This gets worse and worse. I thought it was gonna be fun.
It's only for one night, and we disband before noon the next day. It doesn't
I
last
mean,
very
also,
long.
picking up trash off a mountain seems
we
like a
did have
cool
some fun at
thing,
the river
you
before
know?
going home last
Like,
year.
you teach kids not to
Do they
do
let you
it.
go swimming?
You make the mountain
I
more
think so.
beautiful.
There's
It's
always
better
someone who
for
takes a dip, although we
the
didn't.
environment and all the animals that
I
live there.
see.
It
So you
seems
can
like a great
swim in the
thing.
river.
And you kids are all being a bunch of ungrateful little shits. I wish that was my fucking field trips. I went to museums, which were also cool. I like museums. Hey, shit. Did you know this week is Health Week? And you're not a part of the Student Health Association. In other words, you're a lazy bum. I hate lazy, good-for-nothing kids like you. So I'm signing you up to take the place of a sick member.
Wait!
That I don't know. I can't do a good GA voice. That's not fair. But also, isn't that kind of funny? A little ironic that somebody who was a part of the health committee is sick. Quiet, you. I don't know what school's like for you big city kids. But here, it's every student's duty to pitch in. Don't tell me you're not enough of a man to do something this easy. I'll do it. I want to do it. I see. And go straight to the infirmary. Right now. They should be expecting you, since I already told them you'd do it. Thank me. Good luck. Oh, FuckCon, was it? The transfer student, right? Did you get hurt or something? You told them that you had been sent here to replace a sick member. Thank goodness, we were running low on people. We need to check around the school to see if anyone needs help, but someone has to stay and watch this room. FuckCon, would you mind staying here and dealing with anyone that stops by? No touching the medicine, of course. If someone who's hurt shows up, use the first aid kit. The only other things you have to worry about are salesmen and phone calls. They're pretty uncommon, though. Aw, sweet. Awesome! I get to do all the drugs now. You fools! You other fools! I'm an addict! I can't be stopped! No, I'm kidding. But, a student health association, split up throughout the school. Huh? Someone's here. Hello, I'm Kyoto from Santo Pharmaceuticals. Aren't there any adults here? Could you deliver a message for me then? Your school placed an order for gauze, but I need to know if the order can wait until after the next month. Give my regards to your teacher. Fun fact about the origin of the word gauze. It comes from Gaza in Palestine. But yeah. I think sometime in the 1940s, if I so believe. But yeah. I don't know. I do want to look into that more, because I'm kind of curious when, like, was gauze around before then, and it was just called something else, or, like, was it invented then? Because I wasn't sure, but I do know the origin of the word gauze is, derived from Gaza. Anyway, thanks for your help. Anything happened? You told her that a representative from the pharmaceutical company came. Oh, we should have Sensei call him back. Do you remember his name? Well, I know it was Santo. Oh, about the gauze, huh? What did he say? Oh shit, I didn't pay attention to that. I'm gonna cheat. See, this is also the nice thing about live streaming, you know? And anything like this happens, you can just scroll back and be like, oh fuck, what the fuck did that fella say? He said something, I know it. Oh shit, I scrolled back too far. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, he needs to know if the order can wait until the month after next. Yeah, why the fuck would you say it like that? Just say, can it come in 2 months? Yeah. Got it. I'll call Sensei. You had to relay the message to the teacher. I contacted them immediately. Thank you. You gave them the correct information. Your knowledge has increased. Your expression has increased. Alright, let's discuss what we found while we went around the school. Okay, group 1. Oh, that's right, you went alone. Yeah, since Konishi isn't here. Oh yeah, Konishi-kun. He can't help it after what happened. Yeah, poor thing. So, you just have to do his part too. Hey, guys. I'm sorry I'm late. No, fuck, it's hard to do it's hard to do a fucking lady's voice, you know? I can't do it. I don't have it in me, alright? I sound like this, you know? Does it sound particularly manly? I don't know. You be the judge of that. But, like, this is what I sound like. And it's hard for me to sound any different. Now, unless you're talking my 2 accents I can do. And that is Southern and or British, you know? Because I do enjoy talking like a sophisticated, rich fuckface. But, no, it's okay. You don't have to come, really. Helping out at your parents' store is hard work, right? We have a replacement, so don't worry. I don't want to be the only one. Well, you can help Fuckgun clean up this room then. We'll go report to the teacher, so why don't you clean up a little and go home, okay? Well, goodbye! I'm Konishi, first year. You know, Saki Konishi. I'm her brother. You're friends with Hanamura, right? I hate him. And you too. Can I go home now? Sure. Goodbye. Did your part and help the Student Health Association. The other members didn't return, so you decided to go home.
Welcome home.
Hey, thanks, kid. Alright. Santa Claus on a tree. Baby, don't worry, 'cause you'll leave all only time to say about me. That's true. I'm the one who's got to know when you got to. I don't give nothing, Oh, it's Signs of Love. That's what the song is called. Okay. Worry 'cause you'll leave all the time and you say that I be yes you. Every time you got the picture in Alright, hold on. Signs of Love. Persona 4, right? This is what it's called? Signs of love overshadowed by dreams. Baby, don't worry, 'cause you ain't alone. Other time running days without night. Tears pass through. He said, I'm the one who's got to leave. I said, nobody's really got to leave, 'cause I didn't hear enough of the show. His ambition, big fortune. Because a whole lot going on and on. Signs of love overshadowed by trees. Baby, don't worry, 'cause you ain't alone. Only time running days without nights. Tears pass through. Every time, look at the picture in the flame. Blazing destinations so hard. You still think that it's nothing but love. Rain still falls. Okay, interesting. I don't know, it's kind of cool reading the lyrics to be like, oh, okay, I get it now. Alright, anyway. Let's see. Ooh, I can hang out with my boy? Sorry, kid, but I might hang out with my boy. Oh, who's calling me? Hi, it's Ganji. Are you doing anything tomorrow? I want to go inside the TV. I want to test my skills. Ganji hung up. Thought about exploring the TV world tomorrow. Oh, dude, if I could have Troy Baker's voice, I'd fucking make a deal with a devil in a second. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Oh, man, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Something is different. Marie is nowhere to be found. No, not more poetry. Something is written on it in powerful strokes.
Fly. Where am I going, you ask? Don't ask stupid questions. I don't even matter. I throw away my compass. My heart will show me the way. I walk by myself. Am I not lonely, you ask? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I scorn the company of my own shadow. Freedom. That is the rule. Why don't you try and hold me down? I will die magnificently in front of you.
Jesus
No
fuck.
one can break my wings.
This must be another of Marie's poems.
What is this?
Oh my. By the way, I gotta know. Is the Japanese version the same? Like, do people have the same reaction as I do to the Japanese version of this? Because, like, poetry is something that's very difficult to translate. And, like, I don't know, man. This just being, like, really weird, cringy slam poetry is fucking hilarious to me. Because, like, you know, I'll be honest. Like, all forms of art are valid. Even if some art isn't for you, that doesn't mean that that art is worthless or not worth anyone's time or it shouldn't exist. No, of course not. You know? I mean, you know, there's a debate as to what constitutes art and what should and should not be preserved and should exist for the public eye. But again, I think poetry is an art form. Now, it is not my art form, and I personally find poetry hysterical. Like, you give me any poem, and, like, you read that with any kind of sincerity or seriousness, like, it will be hard for me. It will be hard for me to not break out and burst out laughing. Like, again, I've mentioned this before, and I'll probably mention it again. Oh, shit. Whoops. Aw. Damn. But, yeah, no. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to not burst out laughing because I just, I don't know, I find poetry to be inherently funny. Because, like, either if you're rhyming or you're not rhyming. And it's just like, I don't know, the poems in this game are so fucking funny. It's like, I get them, I get the point of them, but it's just ridiculous. Like, I would rather have somebody, like, talk to me about, like again, like, the poem Fly, I like the meaning behind it, you know? Like, saying, you know, I would rather die than to not be free, you know? You'll have to kill me if you want to force me to become someone or do something that I do not want to do, and that is my choice. And, like, I think that's a very, like, kind of understandable and somewhat respectable position. You know, of course, I think people should be malleable to change, because sometimes things that people are very like sure of and, you know, will fight for aren't always necessarily great things. You know, again, there's some debate. You know, it's like it's like, you know, telling people to be themselves. Like, oh, just be yourself. But, like, what if yourself is an asshole? Like, what if you're a piece of shit deep down? Should you really be yourself in that case? It's debatable. But yeah, you know, again, I think poetry is fine. And, you know, I'm not knocking it. Again, laugh at me. Like, I consider this fucking dumbass live stream Let's Play to be art in some form, in some capacity. So, you know, you can laugh in my face for me believing that. And hey, that is your right. That is your opinion to have. And hey, I'm not gonna knock you for it. But yeah, again, I don't know, and don't let me make you feel bad if you're all about poetry. All right, poetry is great. You know, some people like me are Philistines and simple-minded folk who can't appreciate it. You know, which is not really true. I can't appreciate, like, there have been some poems I like, but, like, I know I would much rather read a book or watch a show or play a video game to experience a story and derive meaning from, rather than rather than necessarily read a poem, you know? And again, that's just my preference, you know? Like, again, I'm not a big fan of, like, modern art. Like, I'm not gonna come out and say all modern art is, like, bad and a scam and, oh, I could do that. No, I couldn't do modern art. I don't know how the fuck to do it, you know? Like, I can do postmodern art. That's what I'm doing right now, baby. But, yeah, no, in reality, I could not do modern art, but it's like, if you give me the choice of like, oh, hey, do you want to go to a modern art museum, or do you want to go to a slam poetry meeting? I'm jumping in front of a bus. You know, like I'm diving off a cliff. I'm not doing either of those things. Like, I'm good. You know, if people want to go and do that, hey, go right ahead. But like me, no. And if I had to choose, I would obviously want to go to the slam poetry meeting. But I would have to contain myself. It would be a challenge. And that's why I want to do that. Because, like, you know, like, modern art is fine. Like, again, I don't know. Like, a painting only says so much. And you can derive what you want. And you can take kind of your own interpretation with paintings and with modern art. Like, that's sort of the great thing about modern art, is that you can sort of take whatever from it, and like, you know, you might come away with one interpretation, somebody comes away with a completely different interpretation, and both those interpretations can be valid. That's a very interesting thing, and it could be interesting to discuss how those ideas intersect, and like why somebody might interpret it this way versus interpret another way. And again, it's really interesting when, like, with things like text and video games and movies, it's usually a bit more clear cut. Again, you can come away with different interpretations of a film, but, like, you know, a film is directed, it's written, it is acted by people who have their own intentions and have their own idea of what's happening. Now, of course, you know, these people might disagree. Somebody who is acting in a certain way might not be what the writer had in mind, or, you know, the director might disagree with what the writer had in mind, and, you know, eventually you are left with a product. You are left with a piece of art that is open to interpretation, and that's a really interesting and fascinating thing. But you know, again, I do like some forms over others. That's not to say they're automatically always better, but that's just my personal preference. And poetry is like, again, I find poetry to be inherently ridiculous. But yeah. Anyway. Now, time to do an inherently ridiculous thing myself, which is to voice this teenage girl in this video game. Did you read that? You did it again. Why? What the hell is wrong with you? I told you not to read that stuff. That's my rule. I live here, my house, my rules. I hate you, stupid rule breaker. I can't believe this. Marie blushes. I don't understand. I remember putting it away. Marie returns to her seat and fidgets restlessly. Alright, yeah, I kind of just came here to get to get a persona, the magician one, so I can get along with my boyfriend. Yeah, why not? Let's get Jack Frost. Hey, fuck, what are you doing here? I just got off my shift. If you're bored, maybe you wouldn't mind talking for a while. Yosuke seems bored. You might appreciate it if you talked with him. Since you have Jack Frost, you can become even closer to him. Haha, that's what I'm talking. Haha, that's what I'm talking about, partner. You know, again, totally platonic partners we are. You know, I'm just spending all night talking to you. Ugh, my back. Damn, it hurts to do anything. You know how it's been raining non-stop lately? I've had my hands full keeping the store floors clean. The part-timers slack off on it, saying it's too much trouble, so I end up having to do it myself. You're clean lantern? You're clean lantern? That sounds close, and yet not cool at all. Well, I just have to stick with it through the rainy season. You know what they say, the danger past and God forgotten. Haha. Sorry about that, there was a bug, but I got it. I killed it. Killed the fuck out of that bug. Alright. Oh, speaking of the rainy season, just the other day, you enjoyed your ideal chat with Yosuke. Feel your relationship will grow stronger soon. Feel your relationship could become stronger soon.
Huh?
Whoa, look at the time. We should both be getting home. Oh yeah, you mind taking this off my hands? One of the part-timers gave it to me. Well, see ya.
Night.
You part with Yosuke and go home. It's June already, eh? Well, good news. Tatsumi-kun from the first year's back with us. So, try to set good examples. I know it's the rainy season and you may not be very motivated, but let's keep our spirits up together, okay? Anyway, I really hate this weather since I can't go out and exercise. But watching sports on TV isn't bad either. I saw the hike and dive competition the other day. They do beautiful moves with a delicate sense of balance. Though I can see why men would be afraid to try it. Hey, fuck-kun. What sport is hike and dive? Sounds like balance beam? But I don't know. Could be something else. Let's see. Alright. Did I close the tab? I did. Okay. Persona 4. Answers. Let's see. Oh, it is balance beam. You gave her the answer you think is correct. Wow, I'm amazed that you knew that. Fuck! But you should have asked him. But you should ask me if you have questions, Yukiko-chan, not him. Balance beam is hike and die in Japanese. I bet when you kids hear the word beam, you think about lasers or something, but it refers to the timber or beam. And balancing on a wooden beam is mighty tricky. Boom! The sport of balance beam is born. Oh, I never thought of it that way. Interesting. You're a smart guy, fuck-kun. Thank you. Yukiko appreciates you. You feel you become a little closer to Yukiko. My expression has increased too. Look at me.
Hey, guess what I just heard?
When
When they're sitting in back of you,
is it
it's
this
like a
sweet
squeeze play.
song? What? Who's sitting? Putting a baseball team together. What are you talking about?
Come on, you know what I mean?
I do not.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. What I mean is... I'm talking about how when there's a girl sitting behind you on a motorcycle, they press right up against your back.
A motorcycle?
Man, you're a lot thicker than I thought. Anyway, I think motorcycles are the hot new thing for guys now. Girls like guys who spend time outdoors, right? So I got you this. Want to get your license with me, partner?
Our marriage license? Our gay marriage license? Yeah. Oh, wait. It's a motorcycle
Well,
license.
I can't afford anything bigger than a scooter on my budget. But at least that'll let us get to new places. Don't you think we deserve that much, seeing as how we're investigating the case?
What's up, Senpai? Hey, about the camping trip. You guys busy right now?
Kinda. We're talking about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You gonna go stomp a gang? If you're bringing a war, I'll help.
No, we're not bringing a war. What does that mean, anyway? We're just talking about getting motorcycle licenses.
Licenses? You guys don't have yours?
Huh? No way. Don't tell me you already...
Nah, I'm still 15 and all.
Then why'd you say it like that? Man, that reminds me. I'm surprised you picked a fight with that biker gang. How'd you chase after them?
A bike's all I need for that.
I'm kind of curious.
In any case, we can't let you in on
So-
our up-close and personal plan.
Up close and personal? What does that mean?
Keep it down. Like I was telling this guy, what a guy needs nowadays to be a big man is first a motorcycle, and then
And then...
a girlfriend.
Oh. Damn! Damn, that's a fucked up one. That's fucked up, man. Don't say that one. Holy shit. But, yeah, let's see. Okay, so Troy Baker was born in 1976. And Persona came out in 2012. Although, I don't know if he voiced in the first version of this game, which I don't know when that came out. But the golden version came out in 2012. So 2012 minus 1976, right? Yeah. Is 36. He was 36 years old when he's like, I'm 15. I mean, to be fair, I think all the voice actors are adults, obviously. But still. Like, it's just funny that he's like the youngest person and he's like fucking 36. Tell me more.
Now that's my partner. All right then.
You guys gonna get licensed for the big stuff? I mean, I know I came in late here, but if you're talking about taking a girl on a bike, you gotta be seating two, man. That ain't allowed on a scooter.
I forgot about that. Shut up. This'll work out. As long as we have a motorcycle, the girls will come running. That's all the advantage we'll need. Now listen carefully. The reason we don't have girlfriends is because we're stuck here in this town waiting to meet someone. This place is so tiny, it's no wonder we can't find one. It doesn't matter if it's only a scooter. Some kind of motorcycle is just the ticket for us to get some chicks. Then, later on, we can get a bigger motorcycle. And that's when the up-close and personal plan really starts.
Okay, Yosuke, you're grossing me out.
Close and personal.
Plus,
But like,
you know, you
I don't
and me
know.
have more of a
I
city boy thing
shouldn't
going
say
on.
chick,
If we're serious
but
about
I
this, we
love
gotta
the term
expand our
chick
horizons
so
to a
much.
bigger
It's just
town.
so funny to
We
me.
gotta take the initiative. There's no time to wait
Like,
for
I
a
don't
train
even
that
think
only
of
leaves every
like
so
a
often
baby
each day.
chicken. I just
We'll
like
roar
saying
up on our
chick.
motorcycles like the badasses we are, and when the chicks come up, we'll play it cool.
Oh yeah, man.
Pheromones dripping off of us.
Okay, all right, back the fuck up.
What, feral zone?
Yeah, you're
No, we're not
confusing my
going to a
boy.
cat house, you idiot. I'm talking about pheromones. My research shows
Hey,
that a
listen,
motorcycle
man.
is the number one
Hey, listen.
surefire way
My,
to
my,
increase a man's
my
pheromones.
pheromones make people go feral.
Pheromones.
Dude, that's how a perv would react.
Says you.
What'd you say? Fine, then I'm in too. Get ready for Kanji Tatsumi to show his manhood to these chicks.
I already told you, you can't. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this, got it?
Oh
If
my
other guys
god.
try to copy us, it'll end up diluting our pheromones. So, partner, make sure you talk to your uncle about getting a license, okay?
Got it.
Not you. I don't even know your uncle.
Oh man.
I'm serious about this. If we have motorcycles, we can go all over. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, we can go all the way to the gay zone.
Man, somewhere out there, the best days of our youth are ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Aw. I love Kanji. I love both Kanji and and Troy Baker. And together, they're great. Alright. Let's see here. 22 hours and 24 minutes in. Alright, yeah. I think I'm going to end here for now. Because on one hand, I might do a little Hades special today. And on the other hand, I don't know. Kind of want to grab a bite to eat. So, yeah. Thanks for watching or not watching. Listening, not listening. I don't care. As long as you clicked on the video, I'm doing good. Anyway, peace out.